about 3/4 way, the offense is starting to, not show signs of being at the level we want. Offense got together and talked about, said, let's go. This isn't the standard we're creating, and they elevated the level of play. So some good things right there, and that's what we're talking about. The team needs to take ownership of this. They need to understand what the standard is, what's acceptable, and when it's not there, you got to do something about it. And that's what took place today. So some good things. Also, defensively, Puz had a pick, some knockdown balls, some good opportunities there. You saw guys flying around, and it started to get even more competitive at the end. So some good things there. As far as the scrimmage, it was good learning. You see some of the, as defense, you look at yards per attempt, yards completion, some pretty good stats there to the defensive side. 100% ball security, very good by the offense. Run game, saw some things, saw some movement by the offensive line. So, overall, the drops we came up. I think a couple of them were on third down too. So where you go from 38%, you have a chance, or 44%, I believe, you have a chance to get up there into the 60s in a scrimmage like that. But the good thing is, it's all things we can control. We came out here, did a better job, still had some drops. Something we have to address, and that's under our control. That has nothing to do with other than just pure concentration.
What is
Here, we missed our last session of 4 minutes, so about 10 plays.
That's what he's saying from Storm Johnson.
You know what, Storm, I had a good talk with him last week about, I think for him, he's got to understand the game. With running backs, it's 0 yards, 1 yard, 60. That can happen. And I think that his mentality's got to stay strong, and that's what I talked to him about. And then he goes in scrimmage and return the kickoff back for a touchdown. But, I think that he's learning that, it's every play, you got to play that. But his size, his speed, really good instincts. Really good, maybe the best instincts of all the running backs as far as that's concerned. But just putting it together into consistency.
Gus, are there too many penalties, or is that part of being aggressive?
Well, some of them is. I think you're going to see that they're really making a conscious effort with the defensive backs.
Right.
The touching and things like that. That's why it was really good. The Jeremy Harris one. Last year I wasn't going to call it. This year he got a little nudge right at the end. They're calling it. So I felt like it's teaching our guys the game. The false snap, things like that. We got to correct those things. But we had a holding call on the offensive line. So, better than what it was the first day of practice. But still, some of those, it's just a learning type deal.
Watts is not in the depth chart. Is that putting him ready or?
No. It's just at this time, because right now he won't be able to play this first game. Pretty good. He felt really good. I think, there was a chance that we looked at him on Friday and be ready, but we decided to keep him here. He took limited reps though. Where normally guys get 5 or 6 reps, he got 2. So we're bringing him back. It'll be interesting to see how he felt in there. But before practice, he felt really good.
Gus, when you reviewed the scrimmage, what did you see out of Mike Brown?
Just the consistency that we've been seeing from him. Really good route runner, really good. That's what I talked to him about there about, he's at a point now where he's held in high regard by that position group. So just by his actions and how he talks, he can help raise the standard for that whole room. And one of the most respected guys in that room. And he's doing it by his play. And I'd like to see him do it now by having him field throughout the whole wide receiver group. But he's doing a great job. And the great thing about him, he can play every position. Gives us great flexibility.
Any undrafted free agents caught your eye in scrimmage?
Whitfield's doing pretty good. The Otto that we've got right there, he's doing a nice job. We talked about having the length and the size, and he shows up with that. He's a little bit bigger, got some length. He's doing a nice job setting the edge for us. So he's a guy that I think has done a good job for us. Yeah, it's cool. I think, they've got to know what you want. They got to know what is expected. Then they got to take care of themselves. And then once they feel as a unit, the standard isn't being met, someone's got to step up. Someone's got to step up and say, hey, this is unacceptable. This is what we're going after. And it can come from the coaches, and we'll take on that responsibility. But there's got to be that point in time where they take it over. And it was a good sign today.
If Chad did that, is that something that you would have seen from him a year ago?
You know what? It was great. It was great. I think the team has felt him through OTAs and minicamp, and that's a great sign right there. It just demonstrates You know, hey, we're not meeting the level, and it's kind of cool. Red did it on the defensive side, brought them all together and talked to them. Again, another illustration. You know, they're understanding the standard that we're trying to create here.
I know you say you're not game planning.
Is it?
Has Gino his practice
Yeah, you know, we're conscious. We're trying to get them like 2 days, 1 day off, you know, things like that. First and second down, getting some reps, trying to incorporate Telvin as the nickel will. But he seems to be responding pretty good. I think that we've got a good plan in place for him. And we just got to continue that. But sooner or later, you're going to see him where he's going to go 3-4 days to see how he can handle it. But you know, we're taxing him now, or the beginning process of taxing him to see how he handles it.
On the side of that kind of lecture for stop running and pass.
Yeah, that's, you know, some of those young guys, they're learning. It's not that he doesn't want to, he just doesn't know them. And you know, we just got to keep bringing those guys along.
Coach, you said you're not game planning this week, but does it feel different with it being a game week?
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to miss the opportunity to teach our guys. You know, this is a game week type. You know, take some time and watch. You know, Tampa, and although it's a new coaching staff, but. And then also, you know, you play the game, then after the game, what's your routine going to be to take care of your body? You know, all those things. So in some capacities, you know, as far as game week, we're using that to teach our guys. But as far as the all-out game planning, every situation, you may not see that as much. We'll see. You know, that's more on our part. You know, with his tightness of his hip flexor, it's more for us. But I know that he said he felt better today than he did the other day.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.